You're Near the Wild with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska.
Ggreg, Chaille?
Hey, John.
Hey, does it work?
It works.
Unbelievable. You know what I figured out why we had problems the other day?
You're talking about while you were still in Costa Rica.
Yeah, but when John was also having the same dropout problems?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it all comes out because today's the big day for Skype.
What do you mean?
Do you know what it is?
No.
They were beta testing what came out today.
What came out today?
You can now do video calling with 25 people on Skype.
What?
They're going.
I said it's a worldwide problem, and I went and finally tracked it all down. They beta tested on the day we had trouble with Skype because you had 25 people at a time doing video conferencing on it to test it, and it wiped out Skype.
We have trouble making a voice call between 3 people.
Yeah, it was really. This isn't. We're not rocking the world of technology with a voice call over internet.
But if you listen to the previous one, we brag about it the week before. We're like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's nothing we can't do as long as someone else does all the heavy lifting and it's free.
Meanwhile, you got fucking one chick taking her top off and 25 dudes are watching, and now we can't make a call.
Yeah. You should have just looked for a payphone. God damn it.
Yeah. Please deposit another quarter in your laptop. Think.
So, Becker, you're back from Costa Rica, back into balmy Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, it's it's wintry, but it's nothing. It's like late April is what it feels like.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, it's. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, and John, you're back. You're there at the bus, huh? Or the bus with quote marks.
We've extended the bus to. It's now part of the house.
Yeah, excellent. So, Becker, you just got back.
Yes, I did.
So, what's the plan? You're going back to work. Is anything different now that you're back from your sabbatical, in your annual sabbatical to Costa Rica?
Well, now I can implement all the things I wanted to do before, because it's really hard to make any kind of changes, especially work-wise and stuff, when you're going to be gone for 2 months. People go, oh yeah. Either they'll take part of your idea and just fuck it up.
Yeah.
I've even seen some of that while I was gone.
Yeah.
And, or number 2, they will just, circumvent everything. Anyway, so it's a good idea not to tilt your hand. It's a good poker theme. So you just don't show your cards until you're all in.
Yeah.
But now he's back and he's just completely all in, just calling everything. Here we go.
Bam, bam, bam. My flight home was amazing.
I saw some of the tweets, some of the pictures you were putting up.
Yeah, the plane had a problem in Costa Rica.
Well, they all have problems. It's just whether they tell you or not. So they actually told you there was a problem?
Yeah, I wish I'd have recorded. I'm an idiot. I didn't record it. But at first we get on the plane, so we're ready to go. The pilot comes on and goes, well, there's a little problem. The air conditioner light keeps coming on. And it's a problem. Like it's not holding pressure or something.
Like the AC?
What does that mean, the air conditioning light? Does that mean like a wing would fall off if we tried?
No, and that's the thing. You could almost tell his sarcasm with it. I think they landed with the fucking air conditioner light on. They never fixed it. And then we're now boarding. And he goes, well, we can't technically take off.
Well, those bitches at the FAA won't let us take off without everything working.
Well, no, but the thing is, that was some old lady's like, well, it's better now we find out than later. And I go, they landed with the fucking thing. It's your air conditioner light. Yeah. It's like saying, well, you can't drive the car if the air conditioner doesn't work. Yeah, you can, you stupid cunt. Open a goddamn window. We're at 30,000 feet. I think you'll get cold air.
Well, you'll also, you'll depressurize the cabin, and then that would cramp everyone's style, I think.
Hey, Mr. Science, I get it. But here's the deal. What happens in a third world country is then I get the sarcasm. The pilot goes, well, people, the light's not going off. We got a technician coming in. He's going to take a look. He's pretty good. And the only thing is we're working with things, so we're going to have to shut the engines off because of the bilingual problem we have at this airport. Meaning they don't speak English.
Yeah.
Is we got to be careful they don't walk into an engine or something.
Yeah.
They're not the most dutiful staff, he said. Anyway, you could just tell he's like, they're jackasses. They're horrible. They're the worst. Now we're sitting on the plane. I go, I'm good with the bad fucking light. Don't let these guys back at the plane.
Are you still at the gate?
Yeah, we're sitting. Yeah, we're in the plane.
No, that's better.
So
that's better that you're at the gate though than if you were out on the tarmac. Because the tarmac, you're like in that purgatory. You're in between being able to take off and going back to the gate because there's usually they say there's some kind of penalty if they go back to the gate.
Not a penalty even. In Costa Rica, what they require is if we deboard the plane, they want us to go all the way back through security at the beginning and go and redo everything. No, and all your bags have to go back, everything. That's why the pilot was like...
That's Monopoly directly to jail.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he was so freaked out by the idea of it that he was like, this isn't going to be good if we have to get off this plane, people. And so what we do is he shuts the engines off so the lackeys underneath don't jump in it. I don't know. And so what happens is we wait while they fix it. Well, the plane is sitting outside in I would say it was a 100-degree day out. And so he tells us we might want to all pull our window shades down because the planes have a tendency to get really hot without anything on.
Your faces might melt.
It went to probably 100 degrees in that plane.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I was sweating. Everybody was sweating. And even the screaming lap babies, they shut up. That's how hot it was.
They died. They didn't shut up. They were dead.
They were fine.
How was your screaming lap baby, Becker? Was it behaving?
Yeah, it was good. Half my fucking smuggled parakeets died. It was horrible. Anyway, the duct tape was grinding against my side. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and I go, this isn't probably going to be good. But they can't get it fixed. He flips it back on, goes, hey, guess what, people? We're firing it back up. We'll take a look. And air comes back on. Plane cools down a little bit. We're like, all right. He goes, I hate to tell you. Light came back on. And this is like we're ready to leave again. So now we're on there for about an hour. So he goes, all right, we're going to bring an air conditioning cart. They have carts with air conditioner on. Yeah. They just wheel into a plane and turn it on. I was like, why didn't we get that when we first had this problem?
Can we fly with that? Can we just load it in luggage?
That was exactly my argument. I'll hold the goddamn batteries. Anyway, so we end up, they bring it on thing. They try it again. They can't get the light go off. They think it's a part. So now they got a guy coming in with the part. They unload us off the plane. So they really did unload us off the plane. Then we had to go back through security again because Costa Rica ruled. They goes, this is the best. He goes, this is part I should record too. This is not part. Don't worry. This isn't part of an airline thing. I think this is only some guy in Costa Rica who thought it'd be a good idea. He goes, I'm surprised they don't make you pay your exit tax again.
Don't blame Delta for this.
Yeah, United. But yeah. So anyway, so we go through the whole rigmarole. We get back. Now we sit there. They have a PA system, everything set up. They're not saying a word, and everyone just gets in line. Nobody can figure it out, but we're just standing there in line.
They set up
Becker.
They set up a PA to not use it.
No. And then everyone starts doing what I finally did is one up to see what the hell the people in the front line were doing.
Yeah.
And they were trying to rebook if there was possible to get on it to make a connecting flight. Like, is there another plane going out? I'll pay. I don't care. I just need to get the fuck out of here. And we're not sure yet. We might have it fixed. So they kept changing departure time from 6 to 8 to 12 and they finally had another plane coming in, they said. But anyway, the one lady at the desk goes, well, I know speak English very good. So, so all these Canadians, for the most part, were on this plane going to Toronto. Mm-hmm. They were up there talking to her, and she had no idea what they're saying. So every time we thought she was like making a conversation, all she was trying to explain is, I have no idea what you're saying. And we watched her, and then there was a big plumpy one. Well, I'll call her the plumpy one. And she's behind him. And all she does, and I told these Canadian ladies next to me, I said, watch this. All she does, she'll go lean in when they're having a conversation. She leans back, rolls her eyes both sides of the airport, and then she wanders away. And that's all she did the whole time for like 2 hours. Her job was just to be like almost like in those bad comedies they do in South America where like the pie in the face. Her job was the eye rolling lady. That was her whole thing. I never saw her touch a piece of paper, do anything. But they go, she's probably the supervisor. I go, I don't think there is a supervisor. They were on a different plane. And so it was crazy. So they don't give us any information. Finally, I give up. I go to duty free and I go buy a bottle of liquor. Because I know the future's going to be, I'm going to get in late into Houston now.
Yeah.
See, that's how you think ahead, John. And I grab a pack of smokes for, carton of smokes, $2 a pack.
It's a life hack.
Bam! I don't even smoke, but I figure I'll just give them out to people when we get to our destination.
It became like prison. Like this became like prison.
It was prison. Yeah, I'm going to the commissary quick. And then I go back to realize I should have gotten more smokes because, you never know. And because I had room, and I was like, all right, let's go back. And the guy at the duty free closes up. He goes, oh, no, sorry, we're closed. I go, guy, come on, open it up. I can, he pulls it right in front of me. So he goes, no. So then I yell something at him, and that got weird. And so anyway, so I go back. I said, I'm the delayed flight. You shouldn't close until all the planes leave.
Yeah.
We're still here. All the restaurants closed. Everything fucked. And it was like, all right, go to hell. So we end up finally, they had a plane coming in. They got a group of people to luckily donate their time by getting paid to fly us back. It was so funny. If we can find enough people to make a crew, we can do this.
I love that.
Like, oh, wow. Yeah. Because we didn't pay you money for this idea. You know what? They got fucking illegal Cubans out of their country quicker than they got us out. They did. They were like, oh, we got these Cubans. 1,200 Cubans somehow made it back to the United States where they were headed. And they did that out of Costa Rica. But getting actually a United plane that you paid for.
The crew was actually Cubans trying to sneak into the country.
I wish. And so we end up getting it. So I get to Houston. This is the best. We're flying. We're descending into Houston now. I think the worst is over. I have a 12-hour layover. So all they've really done is cut my layover to smaller. And so we get in around midnight. It was, because 1 o'clock. Well, so anyway, they said, here's the deal. When you land, hurry.
Are you in Houston or is it DFW?
No, we're in Houston.
Okay.
We're in Houston Airport. The reason the pilot says you have to hurry is customs closes in 20 minutes. If you don't make it through, you technically can't get back on the plane. You technically can't leave the custom area.
Purgatory. Once again.
It's unbelievable.
You're in between. You're in the in-between.
But you're landing a plane at the international plane at an international airport in the U.S. And you're acting like, if you don't make the 20-minute cutoff, Gus here has kids. He's going home.
Like, what would happen if you just left at that point? Like if you were just well, I'm just gonna go get a cab, go to a hotel in Houston, not going through customs.
No, dude, you couldn't get not through customs. They land us in tarmac. You unload there. You have to pick up your bag. There, you can't on an international flight. They make you. What they do is you take your bag, you throw it on a conveyor belt, and then they take it in. In other words, you had possession of it when you landed. Mm-hmm. So that way they can claim, because otherwise you could say, I never touched my bag and it came from where. So they want you to physically transfer your bag. So I get caught in that. So we land, we get through. Custom guys literally didn't look at anything. They just were stamping our thing going, I should be home already. I'm normally eating sticky buns in the back right now. And they're just stamping shit. And so we get through customs in 8 minutes, 200 people. Bam, we're through. We wait in the line now to check our bag so that it can be put on your connecting flight, which mine's at 9 a.m. I'm not worried about it. By the time I get to the front, the lady goes, oh, the conveyor, the bag guys, they're gone. They've been gone since midnight. I go, then why the fuck am I waiting in this line? She goes, I don't know. She goes, but you're all checked in for tomorrow. I go, good. She goes, but you'll have to hang on to your bag. I go, this sucks dick. But luckily I got wheels on my bag. So, all right, fine. So I take my bag. What I don't realize, I'm in the luggage area because that's where they make you go to get your bag because they unload it off the plane. Then you take it, put it on the conveyor belt. What I don't realize is all TSA went home for the night, somewhere between me waiting in line and then this. So I'm now locked into the parking garage area and I can't get in the airport. The lady goes, well, you were in an unsecured area. I go, you made me go in an unsecured area. And they go, well, yeah, but the baggage guys are already gone. I go, I get it. How do I get into the airport I bought a ticket for? She goes, you can't till 6 a.m.
You can apply for a job.
I was going to say, yeah.
Time.
So I literally am stuck outside the Houston airport. If I was a smoker, and I have smoked, this is the beauty. I have smoked, but I don't really enjoy smoking enough.
Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink.
But an hour and a half into this, my phone doesn't work. I don't have any phone. There's no pay phones. I took pictures of where they used to have pay phones, and they're now just empty spots with the actual metal thing that hold the book still there. Yeah. And there's just nothing. So I go, well, this is okay. It's weird because I can literally go anywhere I want right in the airport. There's no one around. There's what appear to be homeless or really bad planners Like their friends dropped them off the airport 16 hours early because they're camped out. I mean, there's real camps in these areas. And it's where the ticket agents are. It's the part of the airport that you run through when you're going to the airport.
Yeah.
But you would never spend much time there.
Have you ever, going back to the payphones, have you ever walked by like one of those empty payphone booths and seen somebody talking on their cell phone, like leaning into the booth?
Like they're reliving their youth?
Yeah.
I just want to tell that person, like, you're free. You can just walk around.
You can do this.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
They just don't get the concept.
So the homeless, I don't know if they're homeless. I don't know what they are. They have bags, so they have a plan.
They live outside the Houston airport.
Maybe.
They have a home.
So so now I have what is equivalent to 5 hours. I'm in this gray zone where I can't get in. And I'm going, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, it's shady. Okay. It's shady everywhere. There's a guy smoking pot at one spot, just openly smoking.
Is he from Alaska?
No, but I'm sure he would have gone there. But I'm like trying to stay away from them. I have actual shit on my cart. I stole a cart from, I don't know what airline, Korean airline, a nice cart. And,
like the ones they use at Home Depot or Lowe's to like load plywood and stuff.
And I tried to call out on the phones. I couldn't figure out the extension to call out on, but I literally could go anywhere I wanted. There was no security, no anything. I saw one cop like the last hour over by the train area, and he was walking by apathetic. He looked at me and he was like, "How's your day going?" I go, "Could be better." And he goes, "Yeah, me too." And he kept walking. I was like, but I have pictures of everywhere in the airport behind Korea Airlines. I was like trying to do like jokes about, whatever. I could do whatever I wanted. There was no security. I know I was on camera. Don't get me wrong. I get it.
Yeah.
But nobody was coming. I go, you'd have to get through TSA and they're not here. And so I ended up just wandering. Finally, I nod off for a while because it turns out there was one area that had actual couches, seated couches, like leather couches.
Not like straight across you could lay down. It's not one of those things where there's like at least an arm rest every the width of a person, a normal person.
No, this was like Lord of the Flies.
You could lay down.
This is like a mirage. I was like, this is real. And so I've been drinking ice on Fanta. Oh, I went to baggage. Lost baggage was the best. They have snacks and stuff while you're waiting. Oh. I come in and I see that and there's nobody around in there either. So I start loading up on all kinds of biscottis and I got ice for my Fanta drinks with my Fanta and tequila. And I'm getting, this guy walks in, "Can I help you?" And I go, "Yeah, you left me in a fucking goddamn gray zone." I go, "There's no one here." He goes, "Well, you shouldn't have left security." I go, "You made me leave security." And I go, and trust me, this is why you don't film this. I go, "There's nothing you can do because I've already looked around. There's nobody around. You're the only guy." He locks the door when I leave. I hear it go click. Oh, guess I'm not getting any more ice. So he's just sitting back there like the fucking Maytag repairman guy. I go, "There's no flights. How do you got a guy staffed for fucking baggage when you don't have anyone staffed anywhere else?"
Listen, he didn't get a customer service job at the airport to fucking talk to people in the middle of the night.
No, he was freaked out I was even there.
Yeah, you're the first person he's ever seen.
I go, "Why don't you just call this thing pillows after fucking 10? Because quite frankly, that's the only thing I see people using bags for out there." So anyway, I get through it. I get almost no sleep. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. So by the time I finally get to the United Gate opens up, you got that fucking lady, almost like from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where she's all happy and, "Hi, can I help you?"
Edie McClurg.
"Yeah, you fucking help me, you fucking cocksucker." I didn't go help, but she was actually apologetic the whole time. "Well, that shouldn't have happened." And she actually threw it in right in the middle. "Well, you shouldn't have left the secured area." I go, "You made me leave the fucking secured area, cunt." Oh my God. I can't. My blood is still boiling. So anyway, I finally get through, but it takes so long to get through security now. At the 6 a.m. fucking Joy Luck Club, because the Korean Airlines is open. All of a sudden, I speak English. The guy's like all startled, like, "How did you get here?" And yeah, I've been here. So I get through. And I don't have time to get food or anything. Now they're like, "Your flight's boarding." I'm like, "My flight's boarding. How's my flight?" Well, they moved it up a little bit. So now that my Dreamliner flight, which is the fucking great one that turns into a bed,
nice.
I'm now running to it to get there. I get there and they go, "Oh, we're still pre-boarding, sir. People with babies, people with limp, people with fake limps, anybody." And I go, "I'm first class. Fuck off. I'm going in." And she goes, "Oh, well, go ahead." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." So I go in, turn my bed into a fucking couch, and then I have a gin and tonic, and then I feel better.
What a journey.
Yeah.
And then I landed with no time to do anything. When I landed in Denver, nothing to see in Denver, shot right to the gate, boom, got on a plane. No problems there. Got to Anchorage, got picked up.
Yeah, you're autopilot at that point.
And then to tell you how tired I was, I got home, saw the dogs. They're all crazy. Becker's at work. She came home, said hi to her. She said, "Can you put Netflix on?" I'm like, she hasn't had Netflix since I left. This is the technology level. So I feel bad, but so then I end up going into the room.
Hey, you guys there?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, John is upgrading my goddamn computer to,
great.
to El Capitano 7.
Oh, good. While we're on, that's...
Yeah.
Nothing's upgrading.
What's it say there? It says, in order to continue your installation, please close the following application.
Skype.
I don't want it.
I mean, the problem is your computer hasn't been shut down in like 12 years.
It has been.
I think like we were trying like Becker would press a button and nothing would happen, and then like 3 minutes later, like the volume would start going crazy, it start blinking. I think
yours was in the shop, so don't tell me.
Issues.
Yeah. Anyway, we're still live, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Steve Jobs made this computer like with his bare hands.
That's one from the garage.
It's made out of wood.
It's a classic. But the thing is so anyway, yeah. So I get home. Anyway, I saw Becky. She asked me to hook up Netflix. She said I looked right at her like, yeah, no, trip was good. Everything's good. And she said I went in, laid down in bed. I got up at 6 this morning. I usually sleep about 4 hours, but yeah. I just was in zombie, man. It was just too much. It's our dog barking, our new dog.
You have another one? Oh yeah, you got that little one, right? Yeah, before you left.
We got that other one, and this one apparently has learned to raise itself while I was gone. So
yeah.
Becky's like, yeah, she really's been barking a lot. I go, well, what have you done to stop her? And she goes, I went
to work.
I go to work. Yeah.
I can't hear it from there.
I think it's like part desert fox or something. It doesn't look like a chihuahua. It's got
anymore, does it?
It's got these super long legs.
It is. It's like some kind of weird,
it's like a wild animal just living in your house, and the other dogs are kind of scared of it. Just like, I don't know, give it what it wants.
Yeah, I think this might be the first dog it runs away.
Runs away or goes back to the farm.
All you gotta do is undo that fence and let it go.
It's got long legs. You never catch it.
No, it's a gazelle. It's crazy.
So, John, you said something earlier about a life hack, and I think I got one here for you guys.
I love life hacks.
Yeah,
they keep me from actually doing any work. I'm just trying to hack my life.
Well, there's a little work here, but this one trims off a lot of the heavy lifting. I don't know if you guys are aware of the TSA pre-check. You can pay a fee. It's good for 5 years, and basically you're treated like more of a human when you go through TSA.
And if it's a person, like they almost trust you because you paid them.
You don't have to take your coat off. You don't have to take your belt off. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your laptop out of the bag. You don't have to take liquids out of the backpack, or if you've got anything like that. And it really should be, oh, I didn't know I was going to the airport pre-check. Because a lot of those things, like a traveler who travels a lot would know not to have, a big fucking country western belt buckle, or like boots that lace up to the knee.
But when you win that rodeo, Greg, you want everybody to know.
Yeah, you do, especially like everyone waiting in line behind you.
Absolutely.
But the TSA pre-check, it's always been a pain in the ass because in Seattle, when I got mine, my brother and we had to drive down to Tacoma, and we had to go down at certain hours. And it's basically a government agency that handles this. And you do fingerprint, they do a picture. All you need is your passport. And I go to pick up Tracy at LAX yesterday at Terminal 1. And as soon as I parked the car because I was a little early, I walk right in, and there's a TSA pre-check application office right there at baggage claim in Terminal 1 in the Southwest baggage claim. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I walk in, and she goes, do you have an appointment? I go, no. Do I need one? She goes, no. It's like, then why'd you ask? So then I go, can we do this like right here? Even like someone from a different state? Cause I'm sure there's going to be something that's going to trip me up. It can't be that fucking easy. Cause this whole other thing was crazy, how we had to go to Tacoma, and certain days they were closed. And she says, yeah. And Tracy got off the plane. We got her bag, went in there, and within 10 minutes she was walking out, and it was $85 for 5 years. And it is worth it if you fly out of busy airports or you do enough flying because there usually is a dedicated line that you go through.
What's it called?
TSA PreCheck.
Oh, TSA. Okay. So what about Global World?
That's a one up from that, and I think it's $120. But I haven't seen the advantage to getting that because I don't go out of the country a lot.
But if you fly to Costa Rica once a year, would that be worth it?
It may be. You'd have to look on it. I think if you go to TSA.gov, you can get the information on that. But if you find yourself in LAX and you've got a 4-hour layover and $85 burning a hole in your pocket.
I was actually stuck at LAX for a little while, so I should have done this. I wish I would have known.
Well, that's why I'm disseminating this information right now because it is
too late now. Always fly to Long Beach.
Well, no. If you're going to Orange County now, the airport is it was called SNA, which is Santa Ana Airport, which is John Wayne Airport, but they're changing the airport code to JWA, John Wayne Airport.
I've never flown into maybe once, but I like Long Beach.
But see, John Wayne actually takes Uber. You can pick up and drop off with Uber, and it's $23 to go from basic John Wayne Airport to Fullerton. So it'd probably be about $26, $27 to get to Whittier.
All right.
And that's to the airport too. That's what's great.
I'm sold.
There we go. 2 life hacks right there, John.
There you go. Bam, bam. Yeah. So, what did I come up with? I came up with, wear all your clothes. Wear all your clothes on the plane.
Everything?
Yeah. Wear everything you own. So I was just like, see all that pile there? I was wearing all that. It's like
how you were so hot on that.
It was hot normally, but yeah, when they added that extra heat, I think that might have been what caused me to lose 25 pounds in less than 5 hours.
Wait, why didn't you have a bag? You had a bag.
I did, but I could put more shells and stuff in if I did that.
So you just kept taking things out of your bag, like clothing, putting it on, and then added more things to take in your bag.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
It was cool. It was brilliant, actually.
Shoes are the tough thing. Like, if you want to travel with more than one pair of shoes, that's always a pain in the ass. Because, like, everything else, like, you can just, like, shove T-shirts and pants, like, down to the bottom of your bag. But shoes, they always stay the same size.
With shoes, this is my trick, John. With shoes, I take the most cumbersome pair, the pair that really can't really crunch down, and I will wear those, even if they're uncomfortable. Although, my trick has always been to wear hobo shoes going through TSA because I always had to kick the shoes off. And I don't like lacing them up or having to be that person with, the knee-high boots or something that you're just backing up the line. So I always had...
If you were going to put a bomb in a shoe, though, you probably wouldn't want it to be a nice pair of shoes.
That's true. You'd want to wear the nice shoes.
You would.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they say...
Well, I guess if you...
Dress to impress. Are you kidding me?
But...
You got to dress the part, dude. You're not going to wear some shitty Chuck Taylors and have your nice shoes with a bomb in it inside the fucking thing. I'm TSA PreCheck. I can't be talking.
You don't want to wear
bombs.
some like limited edition Nike Air Force Ones or anything because everyone's looking at your shoes, drawing attention to them. You want some pretty like standard, some Skechers. Nobody's gonna look at your Skechers.
It seems like sketchy, Sketcher.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this guy's pre-approved to get on any plane, and he's talking about bombs.
Yeah.
So this is my point of the problem with this whole written test to get around security. This guy's flunking right now.
Yeah. John, I don't know if you're TSA PreCheck material. I'm sorry I said anything now.
Hey, here's a life hack.
I don't know you.
Yeah, we never met. But yeah. No, I thought about that. So yeah, I want to do that. But yeah, I wear those rubber. I buy these rubber shoes in Costa Rica. They're just made of rubber. They're European styling walking shoes.
What, like Crocs?
And no, they're not like a Croc. I showed them to John. They're like
nothing like Crocs, Greg.
They're
Come on.
stylish looking rubber
listen,
shoe.
Matt. You're talking about rubber shoes. Don't be so indignant that I brought up Crocs. You're still talking about a shoe made of rubber.
Here's my life hack for you, Greg. Just don't wear shoes to the airport. Just barefoot.
Yeah. That's disgusting to me. I don't even like the idea of taking shoes off and walking across floor or it's not that's not hygienic because guess what?
I just walk in with no shoes on. I make sure my butthole's clean and wide open so they can take a good peek inside, and I'm in and out of TSA within like 30 seconds.
Wow, you're definitely going in a different line than Becker and I.
Yeah, but that was my thing. Is I think that's the most disgusting part is where you take your shoes off and stand where everyone else, every single sweat bottom pig has stood. That you got to go stand in there, sticky sweat until they wait. Not your turn yet. Okay, no. Make a diamond. No, spin around. Now get out.
I'm gonna do something that I'm probably gonna regret. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take that up a notch here. Next time you go into a bathroom at the airport, remember people are like in a hurry, and especially in the men's room. Just as you walk up
I like to call them lovemaking rooms.
Yes,
not bathrooms.
as you walk up to the men's room and you go to the urinals. I tend to go all the way down at the end because there will be less splash and there'll be less actual urine all over the floor. If you look at the first 3 urinals, it is wetter. There is more moisture on the ground than there is inside the urinal. And remember, those people either are getting into TSA line or have been through the TSA line, and that's what's out there. And I know it's this fucking weird thing. Like, we're gonna fucking just saran wrap the world? No, but it's like, how important is it? Because I just signed up for this thing, and now I can go through the same line as everyone else, and I don't have to take my shoes off. What the fuck? There's got to be a way that this doesn't have to be as disgusting as it is.
You know what? I don't understand why they don't make all the bathrooms in airports at a 45-degree angle.
What?
Just so anything that hits the floor goes right down to that trough in the back, puts right out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gets rid of your drug users. It gets rid of everybody.
Yeah.
And it cleans them. And you're right. I've gone in there and you go, oh my God, how do you not stand in front of the bathroom to use? There was a bathroom right there. How'd you miss?
Yeah. Yeah, you just go all the way down. That's what I do. I go all the way down to the end, and it's at least the one that's been used least. But then you look down and you see all that moisture, and remember, that's walking out of there. That's where someone's feet are standing.
When I'm rushing to catch a flight, I'm not going all the way up to the urinal. I'm taking like maybe 2 steps into the bathroom, and I'm just like trying to hit the first urinal I can. If I get it, great. If not, you know what? I'm on my way to Salt Lake City. I gotta go.
John's like jog walking sideways and just like zips his pants down and just kind of sprays.
If I can wash my hands while I'm pissing, like even better. I'm trying to like save time but not catch a cold.
Well, that's what the drinking fountain's for. Is washing those fingers of yours.
True. In Seattle, they got that one that gurgles, so I wash my hand.
What the fuck is that?
I know.
It's not only that thing, that gurgling, it makes that fucking, the mouth noise of a fucking drinking fountain. But then there's that fucking
it's
mural.
Bad plumbing that they turned into a feature.
Yeah. It's like, oh fuck, we can't get this thing to stop, but we gotta get down to Concourse N. It's like, fuck it, just go. What's with that fucking mural?
We don't know shit about fixing pipes, but we can make some plaques. We'll just put a plaque on the bottom of this.
Not only that, but like I thought the whole magic thing that they had, the big
that's the thing I'm talking about. That big the mural. And
mural, yeah.
And it's I think that's C concourse, and it is about maybe 100 feet long, and it's some stupid. Depending on which way you're going, it doesn't make sense. Because, well, I guess it does.
Not that impressive when it does make sense, though.
But what is that thing, man?
No, but the thing is, I thought, remember they're doing a remodel. What was it, 7 years ago? They're doing a remodel. That's when they put the drippy fountain in and did all the carvings in the floor so your wheels don't roll evenly. Nice move, jackass. And, they did all this stuff. And I thought that was just to cover up until they were done with construction, and it never went away. And the money was spent.
That is a beloved feature at SEA-TAC. Like, people get really attached to shit at airports, like the carpet in the Portland airport that they replaced, I think, last year, and everybody like made a big deal about it and said, like, you can't replace the carpet. I think people just need to get the fuck out of the airport. Like, we're spending too much time looking at the thing, getting attached to these dumb things in airports.
Trust me, I saw people attached to things in airports in Houston. I saw it. Oh, that's what reminds me too. I was going to use a bathroom. At least there was bathroom facilities available to the locked out, non-flying people that were in the dead zone I was in. There was actually a bathroom.
Countryless people.
But I had to wheel my whole cart in and use the bathroom. And I went, fuck, I don't want to I got to bring it all in there. So again, the disgusting bathroom. But as I'm about to wheel in, a guy comes walking out with a motorcycle helmet. And I'm like, I get he didn't want to leave his helmet out there, but at the same time, what are you doing that you need a motorcycle helmet in the shitter?
It's great.
So it was a weird, I I don't know. I guess I give up on humanity. I think we're doomed. We're done.
This isn't even a new theory you have.
Hey, I did read in the ADN. I saw the video last week with the Alaska Railroad delivering 7 like train loads of snow.
They make a big fucking deal about
national news
about these they're bringing the snow in by rail. Alaska's crazy. Everybody like gather. Everybody in the media get out there. Like they're flying like planes and helicopters around this train. And then yesterday there's a news story like they didn't even use the fucking snow they trained in.
Yep.
And then they were like it was full of rocks. We didn't even use it.
And they go, who paid for all this?
Well, everybody, I love the ADN comment section because they just read the headline and then they're like, that's just more government money getting wasted. But it says like the state didn't pay for it. Like I think just the railroad paid for it.
I think the railroad actually
which is owned by the state, which is weird.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
The railroad?
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
It's a private company.
It is not a private company. It's
Totally
state-owned.
a private company.
State-owned.
I think.
Want to bet?
Yeah.
Don't bet. I'm warning you.
I want to bet, but I don't know.
I know. See, that's the problem you got. You got to know when to say yes. It's state funded. That's why we lost our federal funding on it, because what happened was we were taking money because it's a tourist thing, another to transport people, and we only transport them, as you know, 3 months out of the year. We'll take them somewhere.
Well, I guess
we lost our federal funding because they go, you have to do it like almost the whole year. You can't just do it 3 months.
You can take a train at least 4 months out of the year.
No, you have to do it year round. We were getting money for federal for having like, whatever, person train.
That could be one of those old rules from back in the day. Like it was just a federal law that was, there has to be service continually throughout the year.
And that was our funding, was that we have passenger trains. And they go, well, no, not all year. Well, that's what we're giving you the money for, you jackass.
Well, I guess like after oil, transporting snow by train car is our number 2 economy.
Well, did you see the other story that was in the ADN about the loophole in the tax law?
Mm-hmm.
That they're allowed to deduct all their losses to the state.
Am I allowed to do that?
No, it turns out you're not. But yeah, this is loophole. They didn't know it was there. It's only been used 4 times so far. But yeah, it's oil companies. Any loss they have, they can put on the state. It somehow got into a bill.
What it boils down to is, once again, the oil companies benefiting and residents of Alaska taking it in the ass.
Yep. Exactly.
But companies are people too, so let's be fair.
Well, they were people. They were people when they were open. Yeah. We're keeping our sports authorities. They're closing sports authorities all across the country. They're our new blockbuster.
We're gonna be Alaska's basically like it's almost like a haunted house for old chain stores.
Come see the last Radio Shack. You're gonna love it.
Who needs batteries?
Can I get your name and phone number, please? No.
So why is Sports Authority closing down? Because just no one goes there, which is usually why these things fucking close down? Or was there some kind of a merger?
No, well, it's one of those things where it turns out if you offer it cheaper and give free shipping, Amazon will kill every package store we know. JCPenney, Sears, almost everything's going to go.
Yeah, but now they're opening up physical bookstores. So eventually Amazon's just going to kill everybody and then open up stores in their place, which is like the biggest dick move a business could do, probably. That'd be like if you opened up an ice cream shop across from another ice cream shop and just like destroyed it with like low prices, and then as soon as it shut down, you bought their location and opened up another ice cream shop,
competing against yourself. So I think Amazon is doing that. They're taking this scorched earth approach to the brick and mortar stores, and then as soon as there's nothing left, they start opening brick and mortar stores. It's fucking genius.
Actually, Stephanie and I went to Sports Authority on Sunday. We were walking around, and here's another life hack for you, Greg. If you don't want to get a gym membership, just go to Sports Authority because they have all of the ellipticals and treadmills. Like, you can test them out. So just go in and get a workout for free.
Hey, can I help you there? No, but where's the water? Do you have a bottled water somewhere?
Yeah, what do I shower? Where do I shower?
Yeah, where do I shower? Over at Bed Bath & Beyond.
This is incredible. Like, we are saving our listeners so much money and time this episode.
Can I help you? Yeah. Could you head over to the Bed Bath & Beyond and get me a hand towel? I want to wipe off my machine. I don't want to be a jerk here.
Ever since I've been eating these crab cakes over from the pet store, these things are amazing. Lost like 10 pounds.
Yeah, these fish flakes aren't too salty. They're really good on the rice cakes.
They're good for you.
So I was looking up, you guys, they do have a TSA pre-check for Anchorage, and you can go to TSA.gov and apply online.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
I didn't have to go to the airport.
Yeah, and then there's everything's there. You can sign up. There's probably going to be some place you have to go somewhere to do the fingerprinting and the photograph. And like I said, all you need is your what's it say here? It says either U.S. passport or a driver's license and birth certificate. So either one. All Just bring the passport. I know you got a passport.
TSA pre-check because I don't want to take my shoes off.
Yeah. Or your jacket off, or your belt off, or your computer out of your bag.
I got this ratcheting belt so that I could take it off quickly in the airport. So I was like, that's the only thing it's good for.
I'm going to do it because it's brilliant. I mean, that's the one thing. It's just inconvenient to fly like that, and that's one I thought about, but I keep putting it off. And now that Greg sold me on it, I'm in.
Yeah, I should shut up.
I think we should do it together.
I should, because if I tell everyone about this, we start talking about this, then everyone's going to do it, and then it ends up the line for TSA pre-check is as long as the fucking line for the people who just figured out they were traveling today.
There you go.
Damn it.
Giving money to the TSA it feels like I'm empowering the TSA. Instead of making the line like unbearably long and everybody just revolting eventually, giving them money to move slightly quicker through there just feels like the TSA is winning.
I'll tell you what, John. You stand up for that theory, okay? You fight it, and you stand in that long line, and Becker and I will be waiting for you at the bar on the other side of security, having our third drink, waiting for you to show up.
All right. It's going to be a lonely fight, but I'm in. No, I'll probably get the pre-check. I don't stand for anything. We know that.
Well, I'm just wondering if I can bring him a picture with my fingerprints all over it. Here, that good?
I'm going to bring him a gun with my fingerprints all over it. Can you guys take my fingerprints off this?
All I have is a prison ID. Does that work?
O.J. Simpson can use that knife they found buried in his property.
You guys have a long line at Ted Stevens International Airport.
Yeah, it is. It's well worth it for that, exactly. Because when I was going to Vegas, we got there plenty early, and it was just that fucked up thing. 20 minutes of waiting, 30 minutes standing there with a bunch of lackeys going, So now that you've given me this idea, I could now not be that guy.
Okay, I got one more life hack.
All right.
I've never said life hack so many times in one day. Yeah, I was, I'm here. We got some family stuff going on here in Fullerton, and my aunt was here, and she's my mom's younger sister. And I said, hey, can I get you anything from the store while you're here? And she goes, I think I'm going to need some vodka. I go, fantastic. That's exactly what I was thinking. And I go, is there anything else, some snacks or anything? What do you want to mix with that? And she goes, this is going to sound weird, but I use soda. I go, oh yeah, me too. And can you get me some chocolate Ensure, that nutritional shake that the older set grab? And I'm like, wow, really? And she goes, it's you cut it down with the soda and then you add the vodka. And I go, this is like a nutritious poor man's White Russian, the white trash White Russian that Doug does. But I mean, it's 9 grams of protein, 220 calories, 26 vitamins and minerals. You've got chocolate,
keep you
strawberry,
regular and get you fucked.
Absolutely, and it's gluten free. It's fantastic.
You stick a carrot in it; it's practically on the food chain.
and
on that, along those same lines. So wait, did you try it before I tell you my cocktail?
I tried it, and now I'm actually using the Ensure for creamer in coffee as well. And the only thing, the only thing that troubles me, and it doesn't really trouble me enough to not drink it, because Becker, you can also do Glycerna, which is the one for diabetics. Because I know you have a sugar thing. You don't have diabetes, but you can't drink sugar. Yeah. And that one uses something other than sugar to sweeten it, and it's really good. And you can cut it down. But the one thing that's weird is on the back it does say not for use in Vietnam or Mexico. Do they have a different dietary
on soda water?
No, on Ensure.
Really? Maybe they're really skinny people.
Yeah,
and they just shouldn't.
They're wasting calories. We don't want them to have any kind of actual nutrition.
No, but yeah, that's almost bizarre.
Well, Mexico's a number one country for obesity now, so maybe.
Really?
Yeah, they just edged out America, just barely.
That's what makes those tunnels so funny.
They have to make them wider every year. So the cocktail, when I was down in California, I learned about this cocktail from a soccer mom. And you take it's vodka, and then you get the cucumber Gatorade.
Cucumber lime, right?
Yeah, cucumber lime Gatorade, and then you chop up a jalapeno, shake it up in a shaker and some ice, and you got yourself a little spicy cucumber martini. Oh,
that's soccer mom martini.
Yeah,
that sounds actually really good.
That sounds really good.
There you go.
All right.
That would Becker.
We're going to put that in the Near the Wild cocktail handbook.
Yeah, no, we're making it.
That would actually be a good shot, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, just a little splash of the... And I got to tell you, that cucumber lime, when I saw it, I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, well, come on, try it. I love it. It's really fucking good. It's very refreshing.
Yeah, now they'll discontinue it, except for in Vietnam. And
that's only for sale in Vietnam and Mexico.
We can trade them Ensure. We will be like, hey, friends in Korea, we'll trade you some... Ensure for some cucumber lime Gatorade.
Let's do it.
You know, the one place they don't have Amazon is in the Amazon.
Well, that's where they get all their boxes. They cut down all the trees.
I was like,
have you ever? What I really don't like about, well, I mean, I read the stories about like workers dying in their warehouse and stuff, but what I really don't like about Amazon is when I order like a small thing and it comes in like 4 boxes. It's like a tiny box inside of a slightly bigger box inside of a bigger box.
Like the Russian stacking dolls?
Yeah. And now my garage is just full of empty boxes, and so now I have to move out of my house.
Well, if you only had someone that likes to burn stuff, John, if you could only find someone, maybe even in the same room as you right now.
What if I need those boxes eventually?
No, give them to me. I'll burn them. And, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Did you see that over there, John? Do you know what that is?
Your pancake box?
It is my pancake bot. My pancake bot showed up.
What's a pancake box?
No, pancake bot. My robot pancake maker. It fucking showed up while I was gone. They said it'd be here, and I didn't believe them. And I walked in, and I looked. I go, what the hell? Hey, my pancake bot's here. I haven't had time to open it yet.
Becker is welcoming our new robot overlords earlier than everybody else, starting at breakfast time. He's turning his life over to technology.
Yeah, can you videotape making some just a quick videotape of the pancake bot?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'll send you a link because I wanted to set up something for us on. I think we have a YouTube channel already for Near the Wild. If we don't, I'll set it up, and then if you guys get videos, you can put them up there.
Good, because that's where we should probably release the thing. I had to change up some stuff.
Tico and the Man.
Movie. Tico and the Man. Yeah.
Oh, you had some difficulty with the stars?
Yeah, no, I'll explain it later. But yeah, there's an idea behind it where I went, well, it's really funny, but at the same time, it could backfire in the sense of I need to cut some corners. Is all. I'll explain it later.
Got some fine tuning. Got a massage.
But it's really good. Yeah, you'll see it, John. I'll show you the trailer for it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was talking to Bert Kreischer. I don't know if you guys were following, but Doug and Bert did a SWAPCAST last week, and I just released it yesterday. It's episode 130. It's 3 hours and 49 minutes long.
It's an epic.
I was going to download it for the plane, and I couldn't find free Wi-Fi in the unsecured area long enough.
What's really good is if you start the podcast right at the beginning of Gone with the Wind, the audio matches up perfectly. But Bert was talking about vlogging and doing video and connecting it and putting it on your YouTube channel. So I'm probably going to go get he has a fucking kick-ass camera, a Canon G7X. But I don't know if I'm going to go that deep. But I brought a video camera to.
That's just like a point and shoot, right?
Yeah, it's a point and shoot, but it's got a flip-up screen that is probably like 3 inches across in the back, so you can actually see it when you're doing. Because he does a lot of vlogging. But I'm trying to get everything together to record some of Sean Rouse, Junior Stopka, and Andy Andrus, the 25th and the 26th in Daytona Beach. So I'll have something hooked up for Near the Wild by then, so I can do some links to that, because we'll put it on Doug's site, and then we'll link it over to ours as well.
Ooh, I was going to tell you, Greg, before you buy a camera, there's a website called Borrow Lenses, and you can rent camera gear, and they just ship it to you, and it's free shipping back and forth, and it's a really great way to just try cameras, because cameras like the G7X and stuff, you can rent it for 7 days for $50 or $75.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right.
That's a made-up price, so it might be way more than that. So don't get mad when you look at the price.
In sales, okay, yeah.
Well, I also ran into my cousin here at the house. He lives in Manhattan Beach, and he started working. I mean, back in the day, he started with Facebook when it was face what? What is that? So he's moved around quite a bit, and he's done very well for himself. And he's with Snapchat right now. And I go
Snapchat.
Well, I don't know what it is. I know what it is because I've seen, reports on it, and it's worth this billions of dollars and everything. Well, I'm sitting down next to, basically one of their sales reps, high up sales rep. And, I'm like, I don't know, dude. He goes, no, I've seen what you post when you're on tour with Doug. He goes, you need Snapchat. And I go, but it's just a picture. He goes, check this out. It is a thing where you can produce basically on the fly. You can produce a video mixed with still. You can do slow motion. You can do text overlays. You can add emojis. Everything.
It used to just be sending pictures and videos to one person, but then they added this section called My Story, where it's just your day and all the pictures and stories. Follow me on Snapchat, Greg.
He produced one. You got one?
Yeah.
All right, great.
I'm snapping like crazy.
Apparently, but because that's the thing. I didn't know what it was called. It's My Story, where he took a trip with his daughters for a school trip, and he basically stitched together 4 days worth of content and produced this little thing called My Story about the missions, and it was great. And it was everything that he was telling me about it in that little in that clip.
So it deletes them after 24 hours, but you can download it to your phone and then post the video to YouTube or something to save it.
You can save it on YouTube. You can put the links as soon as you put it on Snapchat. You can send out the links to your other social media, Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great.
But it only lasts 24 hours
on Snapchat.
Yeah.
So 4-day trip. You go to edit the whole goddamn thing in 24 hours. It's like Mission Impossible. Just a little fuse goes underneath the screen and boom, gone.
Yep.
And you have no record of any of it.
But you can download it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you forget, say.
Yeah.
You're just, all your stuff is gone then.
Well, you know what? The millennials don't forget, Becker. That's the difference between us and them.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing this work right now.
Well, this is the thing is that I got the Trans World Convention coming up the 17th to the 20th in St. Louis, and that's all the Halloween stuff. So I'll be Snapchatting from out there for that.
Okay, so we're all agreed. We're getting Snapchat.
Yeah,
start snapping.
You're gonna update your Snapchat.
I gotta start snapping.
Becker, it's perfect for you if you think about it.
Becker doesn't have a cell phone or a smartphone.
I don't need one. I can use my hand-fangled new iTouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, if you got a connection.
It's a phone without a phone contract.
I'm not convinced.
It's 1,000%.
But Becker's perfect for you because you do it in the birdhouse. You film a little something and it's gone in 24 hours.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
No buyer's remorse.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, yeah? You think that's what no, you weren't. He wasn't even here. Look, there's no evidence.
Gone.
It was here. I saw
proof.
It. Yeah.
I need to put a link to my Snapchat on my website. I have a website, Greg. Check it out.
You have a website?
Yeah, it's great.
John, what happened?
So much content on there. JohnNorris.co. Don't go to johnnorris.com because that's not me. That'll probably give you a virus. But JohnNorris.co. I'm trying to buy that extra M.
What's CO?
I don't know. I know it cost me $10 a year.
Colorado.
John, not sweating the details. Just whatever.
I also should probably buy JohnNorris.pizza.
Well, yeah. When you get your link thing figured out for Snapchat, let me know and I'll put it on this episode.
Sweet.
Excellent. I was going to talk about the Iditarod. Is there any point to talking about the Iditarod?
It's still going on. What do you call it? He's leading. Well, at least he's in the running.
Martin?
No, the
Dallas Seavey?
No, not Dallas Seavey. The guy who's won all of them. Lance Mackey.
Oh, Mackey.
Mackey.
No, he's not in the lead anymore.
Well, he was briefly enough for them to say
maybe like the first check.
He was in the lead when they were using that snow off the trains.
It's hard to follow. There's a lot happening. You just get updates. I don't know.
Well, is there an update, John? I mean,
last I heard, Dallas the business was the first one. Is that point where they like reach a checkpoint where they have to like take a mandatory like 24 hours off or something? So I guess that's exciting. Everyone's taking a nap for 20 hours.
Okay, it looks like Dallas Seavey's in the lead.
Where's Lance Mackey at?
Lance Mackey's 6th place right now.
Okay, that's usually where you win from.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. He's conserving himself.
There's a story about a musher from the UK whose dog team ran away.
Yeah, I saw that. So what do they do?
It's got a tracker on it, so I think they just go pick them up.
Oh, okay.
But they're having trouble locating them. So it's
a big state.
Yeah.
I guess don't lose your dog team when you're when you're in a dog sledding race.
Well, it just seems like one of those things where like the dog wants to get out of your yard so bad, and then when it gets out of the yard, it's like, now what the fuck? Has no idea what to do or where to go. I mean, it'll follow its nose for a while, but then it couldn't even get back. Well, they're concerned
because the dogs drink tea every day at noon. And they're not sure if they're going to be able to get it. I said tea.
How are they going to get their Earl Grey? Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's a lot of Iditarod stuff.
Yeah.
Like every media organization, including my own, like just starts like hits the Iditarod super hard, and I don't know who's reading this stuff. I've never
who's following it.
I did go to a really great party during the ceremonial start called the Trailgate, which is really fun.
Oh, was that did you put a link up about that? There was a little
we made a little video about it. It's just a big party. And they hand all the mushers beers as they go by. It's pretty fun.
Beers,
where'd they do that at?
Over East Chester Park.
Okay, because down here,
that's where
right over here is where Becky's family's done for years.
We were looking for a party to go to, so I was like, well, I'm gonna go bug Becky and crash their party and make a video about it.
No, it was a good one. They set up grills and cook hot dogs, and it's.
Did the race go by?
I don't know.
It stopped just before.
Did they cut it?
Usually the race goes through Becker's neighborhood, but it stopped, I think, just at that park just before.
Yeah, they might have.
This year.
Yeah,
there wasn't enough snow. They didn't want to unload a train.
A rocky train. There's a set of twins, girls.
Yeah, the Barrington twins.
Anna and Christy.
Dude, they're like super nice. And they have really, I want to adopt one of their dogs.
They're really playing up the twin thing, both with braids, both with a blue bandana.
I think their kennel's called like Scene Double.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're really playing.
They're pushing it.
We get it.
How are they doing? Are they winning?
What they should have done is just like one of them entered, and then the other one waits like closer to the end, and then cuts in front of everybody and finishes first.
Comes in all fresh. Yeah, I could go back. I'm good to go.
They got their global passports. They don't have to check ID.
Yeah.
Boom, right through.
You got to time that though. You can't win. You got to win the third year you do that. You can't win the first year. You do that.
Finishing the 1,000-mile race in 3 hours. Christy Barrington.
A first. I wanted my name to be first. That's how they end up ruining their whole thing. They fight over whose name goes first.
Yeah, they'd be fighting. That's for sure.
Other than the fact I got my pancake bought, I'm home, and now, it's going to be exciting. I'm going to see Dave Waite tonight. That'll be good. Yeah.
Comic Dave Waite at Chilkoot Charlie's all week.
I'm opening on Saturday.
Perfect. All right. This is good. Then we got John Toll coming up. Who else? the little British kid. What's his name? Matt
Kirshen's coming back?
Huh?
Matt Kirshen's coming back?
Hell yeah. He's coming
that's
back for
great.
the Slush Cup. Come back for a Slush Cup.
John Toll's my favorite because like John Toll's the kind of, he'll like drink a beer with you and tell you lots of conspiracy theories, and then he'll like reaffirm your place in the universe and give you a big hug. He's just the nicest guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep plugging the Coots comedy, and then when I get some dates, we're already talking about putting shows out at the Royale in Bisbee, so we can have a little Anchorage Bisbee comedy scene going on.
It's a team. They're like sister cities.
Yeah, you can do the hot cold tour.
That's great.
The Icy Hot sponsor tour.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Near the Wild. I'm Matt Becker, sitting on a bus in Anchorage, Alaska.
I'm John Norris, also on a bus in Anchorage, Alaska.
And I'm Ggreg Chaille, watching the buses go by here in Fullerton, California.
You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Matt Becker's backyard bus. Engineered by me, Ggreg Chaille.